Now, commodity export is proving to be the backbone of many African countries, including Nigeria. We will examine the challenges in this sector and its potential for revenue earnings. Muftau Bolarinwa is the national president of the Cocoa Association of Nigeria, and he joins me now via Zoom from Korea. I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Muftau, for finding time to be with us on Africa Weekly.
My name is Muftau Bolarinwa, the national president, Cocoa Association of Nigeria. Thank you for having me.
So, cocoa, it's one of the major, sector in agriculture that we have discussed over time. We've got to see how it is contributing to the national GDP. And again, we would like you to tell us, let's have an idea of the volume of cocoa export from Nigeria in 2024, and the projection that you have for this year, and what segments of the sector does it occupy, and how is it contributing to the Nigeria's GDP?
Cocoa, as it was, is the second largest earning apart from oil in Nigeria. And we have been contributing a lot. In the last year, with these 285,000 tons of cocoa in Nigeria for export. And we are expecting to surpass that this coming year. And we, on a private level, we have been trying all our possible best to ensure that this thing is not going down. But some of the areas that we required from the government to support us in terms of the input of chemicals, increasing lesson of the seedling, we as an association, we have gotten land in all cocoa producing states ready to raise the seedling. It requires a huge amount of money to support the farmer to be able to raise it right in their territory. The one the crane is raising cannot meet the 1 trillion economy that the Nigerian government is looking at. And we know on agric alone, that 1 trillion economy they are talking, apart from the other sectors, we can provide it, provided it's given the right support and right attention. So that is it for now.
Okay, so what are your projections for 2025 compared to what it was last year?
As we are saying, our projection for this coming year, we are targeting around 300,000 metric tons. That's our projection.
Okay, so with that as your projection, what sort of challenges do you think will inhibit your progress meeting these targets, when we talk about cocoa exports from Nigeria to other parts of the world?
Yes, we said it's that what are the basic things required for increasing production in Nigeria? There are two things. Providing seedling for the farmers to start growing. The one we are reaping now, it's not this current government that is providing it. It is what the subsequent government have been doing that we are now reaping the fruit. They need to have more to the value. What can they do? They should support the Cocoa Association of Nigeria by ensure that we have a farm cocoa seed garden in all cocoa producing states, which is around 18 states. And because we are talking of 300,000 tons, in those states they don't produce 88,000 tons this current season. When we remove that one from 288, which means the remaining 17 states produce the balance. And if Ondo can produce that, Cross River can produce equally, Oyo State can produce, Ogun State can produce. But we need to ensure that we support them adequately by providing seedling and the right chemicals. And the government too needs to back us up to start implementing the 10 years cocoa development plan now. Yes, we learned that they said they want to, the Minister of Ministers of Trade and Investment is trying to constitute a member to start this thing in earnest. But we hope, because too much talk, this is supposed to start 2015. We moved to 2018. They also moved it again to 2023. Now
Okay.
we are now in 2025.
Okay.
The government has to be proactive. So Nigeria, we don't have business having problem in getting required forest army. But if we don't do the needful to back both the exporters, the farmers, the license buying agents to ensure they are doing the right thing, we cannot get to where we are going. And
Okay.
that's why we need government. They have to call us. We have to sit down, be on the same page with the government to achieve the result.
Okay. So, do you now have to wait for government to call you to sit down the round table to be able to deal with this problem that is affecting your outputs? But the thing is, what is your association doing in this regard to be able to, solve this problem? How are you synergizing? What sort of support, are you getting? How are you going about it in getting the support or getting government to do
What
these
we are
things that
saying
you
is
said?
this:
Because you said that
we are
from,
not
excuse me.
waiting for the government.
All right, please go ahead, please.
We are not. If we are waiting for the government, we will not be where we are today. Nothing will be shown off. There will be nothing to showcase that we are producing this volume. But what we are saying, to meet the New Hope agenda of this present government, to be able to generate enough forex to keep Nigeria afloat above this present situation that we are, these agricultural products. I'm saying clearly, about 5 agricultural products in Nigeria can take us out of this doldrum if given right approach. And that's what we are saying. Now, we as an association, we are doing it in our own little way. Some of our states, they are still raising this cocoa seedling to the farmers. We are buying chemicals to the farmers, but it's not enough. It's not enough, because when the chemicals are too expensive, how many can we buy for the farmers? But if with the government's support, one, they can subsidize by at least to remove, to provide import waivers on the chemicals for us. We can bring it in volume to the country for our farmers all over the cocoa producing state. Then the ease of doing business too, of the business in the country for the exporters too, has to be streamlined. It's always been a sorry case that I, as an exporter, would prefer to ship cocoa in Togo, Cotonou, than to ship in Nigeria. Why should that be? Because unnecessary law conditions placed on this thing. And government may not aware. We know that so many people that wants to make money from the government will start giving them different kind of suggestions. But they need to ask us that, these people, what do you need? How do we move forward? You can't shave people's head behind them. And we are not in the military where we are just given instruction. Do this, do that. We have to get understanding for this country to move forward.
Be ending this conversation now, but before I let you go, Mr. Muftau, 2025 conference of your association will be holding very soon. But again, I'd like to ask you, what will be the focus, and how do you intend to channel some of these challenges, and what you want government to do for the kind of stakeholders that will be coming to your conference this year?
Well, the conference is basically one, that Nigerian cocoa are being priced low because of quality. We want to discuss majorly on those people that create adulterants, mixing cocoa with bad quality. We want to educate the farmers, educate the LBs that if you want the right price for your products, let us do the right thing. Once you are doing GAP, the good agricultural practice for your product, you will get the right price. Because cocoa in Ghana, in Ivory Coast, it's not different from the cocoa in Nigeria. In fact, if at all, our own aroma is even better than all those countries. because of our own peculiar land and soil that we have here. So the government need in that area to make some legislation, whoever that involved in the adulteration of cocoa quality in Nigeria should be dealt with clearly. So that law has to be, in fact, the law is belated. They should enact it now to save these agricultural products in the country. Not only in cocoa, in cashew, and all that, people are mixing because the price of cocoa is very high and they want to make more money. And the only way I've told them, the only way you can make more money is to increase your production.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
It's not by paying sharp practices.
Okay.
So these are the major issues, major things I want to discuss, and we are going to involve all the government agencies there.
All right.
We are going to invite the private sector, the banks, the Minister of Agri, Minister of Trade and Investment, and so many other agencies, even including presidency. We are going to write them.
All right.
They have to come down to our level to understand our problem so that we can move forward.
Thank you very much.
This single.
Yes, we will not have enough time again to contain. We know you have clearly a lot to say concerning what is coming up during the 2025 conference of your association. But we'd like to say thank you very much, Mr. Muftau Bolarinwa, for your time on Africa Weekly. Thanks for coming around.
Thank you. God bless you.
All right.
Thank you for having me. Bye.